Yo, what's up, everybody? Strap on your seatbelts because today we're gonna be in for a long one. Now, if you saw my latest video, I purchased quite a bit of manga. I decided for 2022 I was gonna start collecting manga, so I decided to just start off with a bang, So I made quite a few orders. I have quite a few books. I was gonna make one big haul video, but I thought it might be too long, so I'm gonna chop it up into more digestible size, maybe like 4 20-minute videos or something along those lines, right? We'll see how it goes right now. So this will be my first ever manga haul, and it's also my first order from Right Stuff. I'm kind of excited to check out the packaging and so forth, and the books themselves, see how they got here. Thanks to, you know what? I'm forgetting what the name, but somebody, shout out to whoever it was. They put me up on game as far as Right Stuff. They told me, you know what? Go ahead and get the membership. Wasn't even aware of this. They have this membership you buy for $18 a year, and you get 10% off of each order. So say I made an order of 150 bucks, that's already $15 off, and that's what the membership will cost. The rest of the year, you're getting discounts for free, right? Which will add up over time, because if you order once a month, twice a month, those savings will stack up. And always look for coupons. That's some advice for anybody that's new like me. Always look for coupons for Right Stuff. And also buy that annual. It's 18 bucks. It's worth it because it's gonna pay for itself in the long run. Let's get to the first books. These are actually not from Right Stuff. I got these from eBay at a killer deal. I felt like I should be arrested for robbery because it was practically free. I got these for $3 a piece. Now they're used, but it's all gravy. I ain't complaining. Are we getting here? Let me flip the camera over so you could get a better look at these. Okay, so I know some people like to look at the spines to kind of see how it will look on the shelf and so forth. So here they are. Volume 1, 3, 4, and 5. Like the colors here. This is gray, blue, green, red. I like how they have different colors, because when they have the same color spine and same color font, if it's like 40 volumes or 100 volumes, it can look rather boring on the shelf, very repetitive. It can get stale. Now you see here, it got some damage here. It's no big deal. It's not going to stop me from enjoying the books. That's the back of the book. It says here, the manga that inspired the anime. So it got an anime. Here's the cover to volume 3. Here's the back. Cover to volume 4. Here's the bag. This guy got looks like he's wielding an interesting weapon. It's almost like an axe, but instead of pointing sideways, the blade is pointing up. Then he has this other weird thing here. So that's gonna be kind of interesting. Here's the cover to volume 5. Here's the bag. Now this one has a sticker here. Don't know what that's all about, but that's the way it showed up. It says cover price $9.99. Here's the top of them. As you can see, this one's real yellow. This one a little bit. These other two are not bad. These two though are kind of rough. Not just the pages, but the covers themselves. But I ain't tripping. They're perfectly readable. They're fine. It's not a big deal to me. Some of the artwork to expect here doesn't look too bad. Yeah, the spine, they're still very well intact. It's not like falling apart or anything. They're holding up real good. But this is fucking nuts. So there's gonna be it's not for kids, not for children. There's some vulgarity in here, obviously. I don't think it mentioned it in the last page right there. I think it mentioned it in the back. I don't think it said anything about explicit content or whatnot. Alright, now the next package. This is a Right Stuff package. I was gonna do an overview to show the packaging and so forth, but in the manga community, I'm pretty sure all of you order from Right Stuff, so you're familiar with the packaging. It's like the go-to website, right? Alright, now the first series I decided to go with, it's kind of exciting guys. First series I decided to go with was Vagabond. Now, what I heard, and I kind of checked some on eBay, and the prices for volume 5 and I believe 9 were going up there, so there's not gonna be hard to find, unless I want to pay like 80 bucks, 100 bucks. It's no big deal, I'm balling. I ain't tripping. Why didn't I check what books were out of print so I don't start those runs? It's okay. We'll get through this, guys. We'll get through this. So I'll hold off on those for now. And let me just show off the ones I did buy that were available at Right Stuff. Alright, so this is volume 4. Pretty sick cover. Says right here, explicit content. That's what I was expecting on that other Saiyuki book, which it did not have. I mean, I wasn't expecting it, but once I saw the vulgar language it had, I was then expecting this, which I did not see in it. Now, this has all these inner flaps, which is pretty cool, pretty neat. It has like a little drawing inside. No, I like when they do this, these little extras. It shows the love and care that went into making the book itself, you know, paying some attention to detail and so forth. Now, these books are pretty sturdy. They're kind of heavy. I wasn't expecting how heavy this is. It's pretty heavy for a manga. Now, these are, I believe they're called the This Big editions, because they're bigger than your normal tankobons. That's volume 4. Here is volume 6. One thing, these did not come with a plastic around them. That's the back. Volume 8. Volume 10. Now this one, look at this. Can you see it there with the light? Has a big ass crease in the middle. What can I do about that? Can I get like a discount or something? Or am I just screwed already? That's the back. Yeah, so this one has a big old crease, and I noticed they have some aisle where they say like a section where there's books for sales that say with imperfections, and they give them to you at a more of a higher discount. So I wonder if this counts as an imperfection. Maybe I'll get that price if I message them. Let me know, have you guys got any damaged books from there? What do you do? Do you just return them for your money? Do they pay the shipping? What's going on with that? Do you get an extra discount? Because, you know, I got to get to the bottom of this. I paid for a new book, not a used book. So, yeah, let's get to the next books. I'm watching, shout out to J Rails. Check out her channel. They're doing, it's like a book club live streams they do. And they're talking about Saga right now. I love their streams when they all get together, get a lot of different opinions of the story. They talk about chapter by chapter, dissected what happened in that issue and whatnot, right? Very entertaining stuff. Check them out. They keep it live up in there. I'm watching them right now while I'm filming as well. But I will go back, rewind it, and watch it again where I pay like better attention. The books. Let's get to the next series I'm getting. So the next book on the order was this bad boy, Chainsaw Man. Not too familiar with it, but my boy Mike, he's the other half of this channel. He's collecting this one. He has some good things to say about it. I decided I'm gonna trust his opinion, so if it sucks, I'm gonna ask him for a refund. No, but yeah, I seen it also on a lot of other channels. It's been getting some hype because I believe it was getting anime. So I'll think if it's on like Netflix or something like that, I'll definitely check it out. Check out this art. I mean, yo, that shit is insane. Look at that. It's very detailed too, very gory. It looks like very fast-paced action. So yeah, this is from Abyss Media. These books are a little smaller, so the art is a little smaller, which I would have liked it to be a little bigger like the Vagabond ones. Maybe down the road, they'll make some type of omnibus or bigger edition. Overall, I'm hyped for this one. I mean, look, it's a guy that has hands that are chainsaws. Come on, bro. You gotta wanna know. How the hell did that happen, right? How did he get these hands? All right, man. It looks like it's gonna be pretty gory. I was looking at the back of these mangas. $10. $10 cover price. That's a killer deal. On the right stuff, I believe I paid like $6, somewhere around there. But even 10 at cover price is still a solid deal. So yeah, that's the next book. Like I said, I think it was 11 volumes, so I will be picking up the whole collection. And then I'll probably start reading it after. Another book that was getting a lot of love in the videos I was watching is this one. I decided to go with it because I like the cover. It's pretty trippy, like the artwork. It's called The Flowers of Evil. 2-in-1, there's 4 of them for the complete collection. It says by Shuzo Oshimi. Like the artwork on the cover, it was pretty trippy. I don't even remember what it was supposed to be about when they described it, but it has like a romance feel to it right there. And then the back, the art on the back, it has like almost like a supernatural vibe. So it'll be interesting to see what happens on that one. This one's big like the Vagabond one, and it's a lot lighter. This is how I expected the other one to feel. The other one was a lot heavier. It's pretty light. Flipping through the pages on this is flips through the pages a lot smoother. Look at how they stay open. Real nice. And the Tankobons, the small ones, they kind of open like this. This one opens all the way, like real nice with no problem. Pages are a little thinner. I can notice that when I'm looking at one page, like right here, I could see through the art on the other side of the page. Could be because the light as well. Not a big deal, not a deal breaker to me. Some of the artwork to expect in there. Looks pretty nice. Can't wait to get into it. I'm really digging the spine on these. I've seen them on a few shelves, and it looked very aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, I can't wait to get into this one. And it's only 4 volumes. This is volume 4. So I'll definitely be I bought this one first because it was the cheapest. It was like $12. So it's also the thinnest. We'll be getting the rest of them, and can't wait to see what that's about as well. That'll probably be one of the more earlier ones I read. What am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? Something. Oh yeah, the next books. I picked up these Saiyuki. So hardcovers, very light, nice looking hardcovers. Look at that. Look at the spine right there. It's volume 1. I mean, a fucking samurai with a get. Look at that. He's holding a revolver. Ain't samurai supposed to play with swords? I mean, I had to buy it, right? Once I saw that, I was like, you know what? I gotta pick these up. Love the cover. Love the build of these. The letters themselves are kind of shiny. You know what? I gotta do an overview on these suckers. Gotta do an overview on these bad boys because they're so nice looking. I mean, they're Kodansha Comics. I love what you're doing with your hardcovers. Like, they're really like tricked out. I love the way this is. It has like a gloss finish to the corners and the letters, and it just looks real nice. And I have the Behringer Little ones. Man, those are really well built. Those are a lot heavier than these though because they're using glossy paper and this isn't. I've noticed one thing that like with the Marvel DC stuff, they used to sell a lot of single issues, which is still their go-to thing. But the trade paperbacks and the big collected editions like this, they're making big omnibus books, big full collections, and they're starting to sell a lot. And now that they're becoming real popular, they keep hiking up the price, which is another reason I was like, you know what, there's a perfect time to dip out on those books. I have plenty of unread ones I need to catch up on anyways. I noticed that started dripping over into the mangas now, because I seen Dark Horse started doing those big hardcovers, and they do comics and they also do manga. So then they started doing that with their manga. They did it with Berserk, Blade of the Immortal. And since then, a lot of comic collectors are like, hey, those look cool. They're in hardcover like the American stuff, right? So they started hopping on those, and now you're getting a lot of new anime fans coming over from the comic book realm, right? Me being kind of like one of them. So I like that now they're seeing that, yes, these are gonna cost more to make, but they're gonna charge more to sell them, right? And that we will buy them because they are nice and they are worth the money. Once they see that people will buy them, they will make more of them, right? So I love what's happening there. We're getting more hardcovers. Love it because hardcovers just hold up better over time. Your casual reader can pick up the regular paperback at a cheaper price, and then if he likes it and decides to collect, you go with these they look nicer on the shelf and so forth, right? They'll last you like for the long run. Rest of these. All right, so that's volume 1. It's the back. There's volume 2. These are called the Resurrected editions. That's the back. Here's volume 3. That's the back. Here's the spine on all these so you could get an idea how they would look on the shelf. I really hope that the Reloaded editions, I hope they make them in these hardcovers. They reprint them in this format so they can all match on the shelves. Let's check out some of the artwork right here. Some action scene. Ooh, take this sandwich to the jaw. Damn. Check another page out. Art looks pretty cool. It varies. Sometimes it looks simplistic, and then sometimes it's more detailed in certain panels. Now I noticed this in the beginning. It has no doesn't have like color pages like I'm so used to seeing in a lot of these mangas. Man, this looks real nice right here, that cover. I'm so used to that in a lot of them when you open them, the first few pages have color pages when they're these hardcovers or these bigger editions. This one unfortunately does not have that. Feel a little bit cheated, but it's okay. Now these next books, the homie hooked it up at the channel Truckin' Nerd. Now check them out. I'm gonna put it in the description down below. I'll put his channel. Hook me up with these books. They're hard to describe. I don't know if they have a specific term for them. If they do, I'm not familiar with it. I guess maybe I think maybe digest size, but they're all kinds of different sizes though. As you can see here, none of them are your. This is almost like the size of your hardcovers from like Fist of the North Star and stuff like that. Still smaller than your normal comic book. and these are smaller. Let me flip through some of the pages of this and let me explain a little bit about them so you can see what I'm talking about, how they're like different. Alright, so check this out. Like this one's real thin and like a smaller. This one's called Paradise Island. Look at how it has like see how it has writing and then it has some artwork, but it's not like panels like your comic books would be. The Superman one does kind of the same thing, but a little differently. This one page is all art, one page is dialogue. One page all art, one page is dialogue. I like the artwork on this. It's real fun. It's reminds me a little bit of the cartoons. Now the Batman ones, this one's all mostly writing. Doesn't have as much art. So see, they're all slightly different. Two Marvel ones are just your typical comic book. Has a very like anime style to me. The artwork, it almost looks like you're like remind me of like of My Hero Academia type of artwork. If you've ever seen not this panel, but in certain panels. It varies, and this one's the biggest one. This one's closer to what a normal comic book would be. I love the pages on this one and the artwork. I mean, look at that artwork. It's real nice, and this is like just your regular comic book but shrunken. This particular one, and they use different paper. This lighter paper. It's like almost like newsprint paper, and I love this paper because one is lighter. And the colors look a lot better on this type of paper than on the glossy paper. On the glossy paper, they look real bright and shiny, and it doesn't always fit the pencils or the story when the colors are too bright. I wish they would make the omnibuses this way with this type of paper and so forth. Really impressed with the build of this one. It's real light. This one's a little heavier. This one's real light, even though it's a bigger book and thicker. It's still a lot lighter. It's kind of like your Batman's Detective Comics stuff from the paperbacks for the DC's edition out. They use this type of paper and they even smell the same and feel just as light. I guess it's because, these are for kids. So, you want them to have something lighter. That's why it's also smaller. So I don't know why this other one didn't go with the same paper. So yeah, I'm gonna give these to the kiddos. It's not something I don't think I would be reading. But I'll hook the kiddos up with it. I'm sure they'll enjoy them. Thanks for hooking it up. Books. Spooky. It's spooky. Look at that. This is a horror manga. The covers just grabbed my attention. Found them at a decent price, which was not the greatest price, I guess. This was $19 cover price. They're $20 cover price. So I got them at about $15 each, which, it's a little less than cover at least. But I know when they had them at Right Stuff, I think they were like $12. So, well, it is what it is. Couldn't buy volume 2 that's at Right Stuff for like $11 without buying volume 1. I had to buy both. Everyone else had volume 1 for like $40 by itself. This seller gave me both for $30, so I decided, you know what? Fine, let's go for it. I'm sold. Y'all wanna check it out because of this covers. It's a horror manga. Let's rip through a little bit of the artwork and so forth. So here's the spine on this one. Dot 1 and 2. Yeah, impressed. You see the spine crease on this one. It doesn't have a crease, but it's curved. Real trippy covers. I'm not even sure if it's the same people or not. It looks like it might be. They just have different outfits, but they're all wearing the same mask. See what the mask and the name have to do with everything. That's the back of the books right there. Look at all that blood. These guys haven't. I don't know. They're up to some shady shit. They're probably some assassins for all I know. I said volume 1 was used. It's very yellowy and the spine is curved. This one's like new. This one is rarely available. This one is not. Everyone was selling it for about $30. So I decided this guy is for just this one, for just volume 1. So this guy was selling both for $30. I decided might as well hop on it now. I'll get basically volume 2 for free, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. All right, the last book of the haul. Kind of stoked for this one. This one's one I'm definitely going to complete the whole series. Have not read this before, but the character is very familiar to me. I remember watching some of these cartoons or movies or whatever they were, but I don't remember the stories. Gundam! You all familiar with this motherfucker? Come on now! Look at him. Look, he looks like he just been to the ringer, right? Looks all G with it right there. Man, he looks like a soldier. There's the last one to survive a battle. That's the feel this cover gives me. So this is volume 1. It's very heavy book, hardcover. I remember back in the days, like maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they were on Hamilton Books. These were going for $10, which was a killer deal. They didn't have the whole set, which is why I didn't buy them back in the days. They had like 4 of them, and I was like, they don't have all of them, I'm not buying them because I wasn't collecting manga, right? This one, however, I got it for $9. Yeah, I came up in an auction. Did an auction on eBay, and I bid it $9 and won. So stoked for that. I was like, hell yeah! Now I gotta buy the rest. So good thing is it's only $12. It's not much of a commitment, shelf space wise. The cover price is $30. $30 for this hardcover. This hardcover, however, glossy paper. But that's something to keep in mind if you want to get these. There's 12 of them, $30 each. On Right Stuff, they're about $23. So you don't gotta buy them all at once. Buy one or two at a time. So you get the collection, right? It's part of collecting. You don't just finish it in one day. It's a journey. It's not a sprint, right? So yeah, let's get to some of these pages. So yeah, here was the last book. Has some slight issues here. It's nothing too major, but does have a few issues. It's not new. I guess I don't have to stretch the spine. This one, the first 3 pages are in color. Check out the artwork and so forth. In color, how it would look in color. And then the rest is just it's still the same glossy paper, which I like. But then it's in black and white. I can appreciate good black and white art and color. Sometimes black and white is even superior to color art, because sometimes you get colors that just doesn't fit with what the penciler's doing. They have 2 completely different styles and they don't mesh well together. One thing right now I can already see, the binding kind of sucks. It's very tight binding. Look at how it closes by itself. Look at that. So that's kind of a bummer. Yeah, the binding's a bit tight. Let's see over here. Oh, this doesn't look too bad. I guess it's the pages. I don't know, but yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. So I'm assuming the rest of the books are gonna be just the same. Okay, so we come to the end of this long video. If you guys stuck around to the end, I'd like to thank you guys for doing so and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit that like button, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.